What's up, y'all? This is Aquarius Roberts Benton, back at it again with another episode of Divinity Unleashed. I hope everybody's been doing good. I'm still out here, and this is a very important time right now because I don't want to put no timestamps on this, but we just came past a Cancer full moon, right? And so it's about time to deal with your intimacy and things that are important, giving and taking in relationships and sharing, right? So the only reason why I said that because it's imperative for the card that we're learning today. And so we are actually moving ahead in the Pentacles suit. And as we explained earlier, Pentacles are all about shielding, are all about substantial growth, right? Laying a foundation and trying to add to that foundation to make it greater than what it was before, right? So here with our next card, we actually have the Six of Pentacles. Let me see if it catches it right here. Yeah, there you go, buddy. So we have the Six of Pentacles right here. And as you see, there is a kind man right here actually giving two beggars something, either something to eat or a couple of dollars to go get them a cheeseburger or something like that of above. I hope he's not feeding pelicans. But anyways, so as you see here, one man has yellow on, right? And it's actually the man that he's giving the coins to, or bread, or whatever the case may be. But he's sharing, and he's being generous about the sharing that he's given off. Here, there is another man, and I notice a lot of people might not pick this one up or have. The man here in the blue, who's on the other side of the man in the yellow, if you notice, he has the scales, the gentleman here, he has the scales over this beggar's head, right? And so there is six pentacles all around the gentleman. And so six is the number of balance, give and take, and sharing within a partnership. This is a minor arcana card. And so this heavily deals with life, regular life situations that we actually have in our control. So what I was speaking about, what the man doesn't notice here, hold on, let me get this view here. Come on, you know you want to. Okay, well, I'm having trouble with the view, but that's fine. The man here in the blue, let's talk about him for a little bit, right? So blue, he has a blue blanket on. The other man has a yellow blanket on. So blue is the color of, it's the color of emotion, is the color of your deepest feelings, it's the color of your psyche, it's the color of healing also. Blue is a healing color. It is the water element, right? It's the water element. I'm trying to get the zoom in on here because I really want to show this to you guys. So, okay, but still it's on it. So anyways, the guy here in the blue is the color of emotions and things like that, right? But if you notice here on his outfit, he has a red patch. There you go. Clear it up. So it was meant to be. So he has this this red patch right here, right? Symbolizing the hold that he has in his life, right? And so this patch here, as you see the other guy, his blanket is kind of, the same way also, but his is not holy, right? His has no holes in it. So it almost seems like the guy in the yellow is trying to keep himself together, right? And the guy in the blue, he's kind of let himself go. So as I look at this card, I actually think about the man in the yellow who's receiving, right? he's justified in his receiving, because he is, it almost seems like, because he's going through troubles, he's going through things in his life, but he's making it look good, right? He's not running around begging. He seems like the more appreciative type. So yellow actually is the color of vitality, right? It rules the sacral chakra, and that's ruled by Leo. And it is about self-expression, right? And it is about seeing enlightenment, seeing things in a better perspective, or a higher, let's say a higher perspective, right? And it's also about how you relate to others. Like if you let people see your light, right? So it's all about just feeling good with the sacral chakra, with the color yellow, right? So blue, as I was speaking of before, is the color of emotions. So the guy in the yellow is receiving. He's the one who is in the right? Because he's not begging for help. It almost seems like he's one of those people, like, I'll never let him see me sweat, and then here's this guy in the blue who has the scales over his head of justice, right? And so when we think of justice, we think of the major arcana card, justice, right? And so that's about karma and giving and receiving, and the law of attraction. It has the 2 ones in it, right? Which is the law of polarity, right? Coming together as one to give justice where there is no decision or gray areas in the situation. So this is a card of giving and receiving. It's giving and receiving, but also, as I said about the guy in the blue, he's when you think of blue, you think of also manipulation, right? And so he has that little patch of red here, right? And that little patch of red that I'm looking at is almost, and it's a hole. It's a hole in this blanket with red on the inside. So it's almost like red is the color of passion, right? It's the color of ideas and getting people to do what you want. It's Aries, right? It's the root chakra. It's Scorpio, right? Scorpios are the masters of manipulation, right? And mind tactics. And so this guy with the scale over his head, he seems like he's like really in need, right? And he's really in need right here. Where the other guy kind of seems like he's got it together and his hands is open, and he's the one that's receiving. The guy in the blue is not receiving anything. So it almost seems like he's got his hands out, but his hands are out to nothing at all. And so this talks about begging, right? And about sharing, and about using and abusing the gift of receiving and giving, right? Some people are takers, some people are receivers, some people don't know how to receive, some people don't know how to take, right? And so we want to balance this out. So when you see this card come up in a reading, it is all about the give and take within your relationships. It speaks of you having to share your resources, Pentacles, with somebody else, either as a charity, or as just kind of helping each other out to be stable within your environment, within your relationship. So, but this card could also come up like in a relationship reading. This card would come up if the give and take in a relationship is important to the couple. Maybe they both have bills to pay, and they both are splitting the bills in half, and they are sharing resources to get the bills paid. That is balance, give and take. But this card could also come up when you have unrequited love going on in your situation. Unrequited love is when one partner does not reciprocate the love another partner is offering. And so this card will come up in a reading also to notify you that you need to pay attention or be aware of the giving and receiving in your environment with either your friend, your family members, your lover, whoever. Either there is a balance, give and take, and you guys will be sharing on the bills or sharing on a common goal, for longevity, because these are pentacles, right? And pentacles stand for longevity, long-term shielding, right? Shielding you from poverty. Shield, as we spoke about the 5 of Pentacles, It comes from, which is funny, right? And just to say this here, this is where the story comes in. The Five of Pentacles, the couple was moving. There was two people moving in the Five of Pentacles going towards the Six, right? They were going towards the harmony and balance. But in the Five, they were trying to get a new perspective. In the Six, they realized that the way to receive is to give. You cannot get anything by not accepting help from others, which is the Five. They're walking past the church, right? They're walking past the support of others and missing out on the support and the resources that they can have to further them along in life. So here in the Six, they realize this. They realize that in order to receive, you have to give, right? And so there's a common balance, a common theme going on here, as above with justice, as below with the Six of Pentacles. And so 6 is the number of balance and harmony, as I spoke about earlier. So 6 is the number of harmony, balance, love, right? Humanitarianism, appreciation, dedication to others. It is a Venus ruled number. And so it is all about the wants, desires, the things that we need in life. And so here, this is about balancing out the give and take within your relationships, that they absorb and evolve into something greater, because we get into the 7 next, and that is about you growing your crops and looking at what you've observed. So as a person card, as a personality card, the Six of Pentacles, right, is a card about a person who likes to do charity. A person you would find maybe working at homeless shelters, feeding people. A person who might be well off, because as you see this man, he's actually adorned in a very nice outfit, right? He doesn't look like he's broke. He doesn't look like he's suffering. He's got a purple hair thing on. He's got a purple headdress on, and that is about intuition. And so also that's speaking about his intelligence. He is very aware of what people need in his environment. So this is a person who is caring, who is enlightened, who realizes what love really truly means, and that love to him, to this person, means to give and receive. This could be a Virgo type of person, right? Because they're all about sharing, giving and receiving, and service towards others. So this could also be a Libra type, a balance, give and take, right? The beauty of sharing with others and relationships with others, and realizing what growth really stands for everyone. So I hope you guys enjoyed. More videos to come. And this is the Six of Pentacles. And I am Aquarius Roberts, Tarot God. And I'm out. You guys have a great day.